So we have talked about the concepts related to the subsidiary books, and what we are going to talk about now is the concept of these columnar subsidiary books being prepared in the application in the examples. Let's try to understand the application of that, and at the same time we'll try to understand the posting of that as well. Swaraj has a question. So what is the meaning of subsidiary general ledger, and what is the difference between subsidiary books and subsidiary general ledger? In fact, Swaraj, there was this concept called as the self-balancing ledgers. Nowadays, we are following the double entry accounting system, and we avoid following the self-balancing ledgers concept, and therefore that concept is not there within your syllabus. The self-balancing ledger was what? Wherein we used to prepare the multiple ledgers and the respective trial balance separately for debtors, creditors, and the other all items. That is asset, liability, incomes, expenses other than debtors and creditors. So we used to prepare a bought ledger, the purchase ledger. We used to prepare a sales ledger. We used to prepare a general ledger. That general ledger was containing all the aspects related to the incomes, expenses, assets, and liabilities. So these were nothing but the subsidiary general ledgers. Now, nowadays, we do not follow that concept. We follow the normal process of accounting. We do not follow the double entry system, and that's why it is not there in your syllabus. I hope that's fine for you. The subsidiary book is basically the book of prime entry, wherein you record the transaction whensoever it is entered into. And based on that, you carry forward the transactions. All right. So let me come ahead now, and we'll try to understand the examples related to the purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, etc., etc. Let's first talk about the purchase book. The question number 1, which is in front of you now. Complete a columnar purchase day book from the following particulars and post them into the ledger accounts. You have to prepare a columnar purchase book. That means you will not only have the column for the purchase, but also you'll have the column for the respective product. Now you have purchased on March 5th from A & Company 5 meters of cloth at 200 per meter. So the first product that we have in here is this cloth. Then purchase from B Bakshi 25 woolen suits of rupees 2000 each and 40 meters of ordinary silk at rupees 100 per meter. So we have got another product here, that is woolen suits and silk. These are two separate products, right or not? Then purchase from N Karmakar 50 meter of serge. So another product that we have here is serge. And 40 woolen shirts. पहले woolen suits था, अभी woolen shirts है. Then on March 25th, purchase from CM Company 25 silk in Punjabi at rupees 400 per meter, 400 each, and 20 meters of serge. So again, you have got a new product, that is silk in Punjabi. Serge is remaining the same product. Then purchase from B Bakshi again 30 woolen suits of rupees 1020 and 50 meters of silk at rupees 200 per meter. So silk we have already covered. There is no problem. Woolen suits we have already covered. So we have to prepare a columnar purchase book, which means what? We'll be requiring the columns as date, invoice number. Here they have not given the invoice number. Still we'll be preparing it. Particulars, the total amount of the transaction. Then the 6 different columns will be there for cloth, woolen suits, silk, serge, woolen shirts, and silk and Punjabi. Am I right? So in all, we'll be having 10 columns in here for the purpose of preparing this particular columnar purchase day book. Am I right? Yes or no? Okay. So let's talk about that. Example 1. Right? We are preparing columnar purchase book. All right. So we'll have the different column, and we have to do the posting of that as well. Posting thing we'll do separately. First, we'll try to finish only the recording part. So we are having the columns as date, bill number, एकदम छोटा सा column, particulars, value of that transaction, cloth, silk, woolen suits, woolen shirt, silken Punjabi, and serge. These are the different products that we are purchasing. Date, invoice number, particulars, amount of the transaction, and then we'll have the columns as what? Cloth. फिर आपने परचेज किया था विलन सूट्स, फिर आपने परचेज किया था सर्ज, फिर आपने परचेज किया था सिल्क, फिर आपने परचेज किए विलन शर्ट्स, और आपने परचेज किया क्या? सिल्कन पंजाबी. करेक्ट? Yes or no? I got the format done. Shall I start with the answer? Where is the question? मैं भी इधर से उठाएगा ना, फिर इजी हो जाएगा मेरे को. कहीं सेटल ही नहीं हो रहा है ये. अरे हो जा भाई, कहीं तो सेटल. एक मिनट, अभी हो जाएगा. मोबाइल को सेटल करना भी इतना आसान नहीं है. Are you done? Yes. So the very first is you have purchased on March 5th from A and Company 5 meters of cloth at 200 per meter. Correct? So 2014 March 5th. Invoice number they have not given, so we are putting dot dot dot. A and Company, just for the sake of information, 5 meter at, normally ऐसा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि इनवॉइस का डिटेल होता ही है हमारे पास. 200, so that comes to 1000, and this we have purchased in the form of cloth, so we'll write in the column of cloth also. समझ आया? Then on March 10, purchased from B Bakshi. B Bakshi. What did you purchase from B Bakshi? 25 suits at 2000 and 40 meters. I'm writing it just for the sake of information. Even if you don't write it, that doesn't make any difference. But because they have given the information, so we are presenting it. एग्जाम में भी अगर इंफॉर्मेशन होगी तो प्रेजेंट करनी चाहिए. ऑलराइट, तो 50,000 के सूट्स और 4,000 का सिल्क, दैट इज 54,000. So in my suits column it will be 50,000 and in silk column it will be 4,000. Is it right? Then purchase from N do, that is कर मर कर. पहले काम कर, फिर काम के लिए मर, फिर काम कर मर कर, do. On March 17th, you made a purchase from N Karmarkar. Suhasini, that's what I said, that if the information is provided, you should be presenting it in your answer. N Karmarkar. All right. That is 25 suits. I'm sorry, 50 meters. 50 meter at 400 and 40 shirts at 800. So 50 meter at 400, that comes to 20,000. 40 at 800, that comes to 32,000. Total of 52,000. That will go in the serge column as 20,000 and woolen shirts column as 32,000. Am I going right? Next, purchase from CN Company 25 silk in Punjabi at 400 and 20 meters of serge at 200. March 25th, C and Company. Of course, when you are at the sea, you need a company and then you enjoy it. क्योंकि किसी सी पे हम लोग बिना कंपनी के जाएंगे तो मजा नहीं आएगा. 40 pieces at 400 and 20 meter at 200. That is 40 into 400, that is 16,000, and 20 into 200, that is 4,000. So total purchase is 20,000. Yes, Bhushan. Oh, I am becoming John Cena. You can't see me. Now you could see. That was a good one, Bhushan. Yes, from CN Company, 25 pieces at 400 and 20 meter at 200. So the total value comes to 14,000. Yes or no? Out of that, 10,000 का आपने सिल्कन पंजाबी खरीदा. There's some network issue. Are you able to see the screen now? Are you able to see the screen now? Are you are able to observe